Things are heating up at the Barclays Center as the basketball team that plays here is on a hot streak. They have won 10 games in a row. Hi, I'm Dexter Henry for NetsDaily.com, joined by Tom Lorenzo, the great writer for the website. And the Nets are extremely hot. They just beat the Bobcats 104-99 for their 10th consecutive win, Tom. How much great basketball is this team playing right now?
You know, they're riding a hot streak right now ever since the start of the new year. I mean, they've been playing fantastic basketball, especially at home, like you said, 10 straight wins. And they're being led by Deron Williams, who's playing at he's playing at an all-star, at a franchise player level. Scored 58 points in his last two games. Is playing great defense. Really held Kemba Walker in check tonight. That was one of the mismatches that the Bobcats were looking to exploit, and Deron Williams essentially shut him down. So, you know, they're playing great basketball at home. Deron Williams is playing fantastic. So you really got to give credit to the way he's leading this team right now.
25 points and 8 assists for Deron Williams tonight, and after the game himself, the coach, Jason Kidd, and some of the players talked about his play in the second half of the season and the confidence of the team as they head towards the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely confident at home. We won 10 straight, so there's definitely some confidence there. We got to keep it going. You know, we owe Boston. You know, they're coming off a big win against Miami, so we definitely we gotta be ready to play.
Again, he's setting the table with Joe in the pick and roll, being able to drive it and be able to find Mace or whoever may be under the basket. So he's making all the right, basketball plays, and he's not settling. And maybe that's because of his health, and he feels good that he's getting to the paint.
You know, we're playing well. We're really not trying to focus on these streaks or, just look ahead to the future. It's all about one game at a time, and now we have to focus on Boston. They stole a game from us that we thought we, should have came out and won, and so now we have to, come back and take care of business.
There's no doubt, Tom, that the Nets are playing good basketball right now. They're 35-31, 4 games above 500, and they still have a great shot at the Atlantic Division. They're only 2.5 games behind the Raptors, who also won tonight, and they're 2 games behind the Bulls for the fourth spot. So there's a lot of opportunity for them to move up right now. What do you think about where they stand and they finish out this season strong as they look to solidify their playoff position?
Yeah, if I'm the Nets, I'm really looking to get into that fourth spot, maybe the third spot, but they want home court advantage. Obviously, they're playing great at home, 10 straight wins, as we mentioned, so they really want to hope to try and catch either Toronto for the Atlantic Division or the Bulls and try and get home court. Earlier Paul Pierce said that it doesn't matter to them if they get home court. He thinks they're confident enough that they can win even if they're the 5th, 6th seed. But I do think that it's important for them to get that home court advantage because they're playing great basketball here at Barclays, and it'll really be a good advantage for them in the playoffs.
When you're hot as they are right now, you won 10 games in a row. You won as many home games as you can get in the playoffs. And the fans, obviously, here in Brooklyn, they want to see more home games so they can see them play here in the playoffs in Brooklyn. We saw what a great atmosphere it was last year in the first-round matchup against the Bulls. On to some injury concerns for the Nets. Kevin Garnett, he's missed a bunch of games in a row. He hasn't played at all this month. What have you heard on him, Tom, and what is his status going down the stretch of this season?
Well, they're going to reevaluate him on Saturday. They're going to see if he's able to go on this road trip. They've got a 3-game road trip coming up, so they're going to reevaluate him. Good news is, though, Mason Plumlee's playing great basketball. He's really keeping this team together in the middle. You got Jason Collins giving decent minutes, Andre Blatch playing great basketball. So right now, it's not necessarily a huge need for them. What the Nets really need is for him to be healthy going into the playoffs, to have an extra man. They can pull Mason Plumlee in off the bench, give him a little extra look in that second unit. So I think they're hoping that he's healthier come playoff time and give him his rest now when they can afford to do so.
Definitely we'll keep our eye on that and stay tuned. You can stay tuned to NetsDaily.com for any injury updates on Kevin Garnett. Right now, our videos, Tom, are much more positive than they were earlier in the season, so we like it. The energy is much better here on NetsDaily.com. The Nets are playing great basketball, guys, and we'll have our eye on them as they continue out to the stretch of the season and make their push towards the playoffs. That's it from here at the Barclays Center. Once again, the Nets won 104-99 over the Bobcats. That's 10 in a row here in Brooklyn. For Tom Lorenzo, I'm Dexter Henry for NetsDaily.com.